Okay, since we talked last, we put the rear quarter panel on. We found out that what was happening was this was the original position of the rear quarter panel was in too far, which left the tire sticking out on the top is not what we wanted to do. And we did not want to flare the fenders, so we're bringing out the quarter panel approximately 1¼ inches. So it'll be 1¼ inches wider on both sides at this point. Then we'll cut this and pull this into the door side, so this will line up with the door still, so we're not having to change the door. We kicked this back and centered it here to here. We ended up moving this one back about 3¼ inches. And so anyway, then we stopped at this point, decided that we're going to have to figure out what the front ride height is going to be and where the front wheel opening is going to have to be cut. So we went ahead and put the motor, transmission, and suspension back in the car temporarily, just to get a ride height and how it sets. It sits level, which it should, because we haven't changed anything from the 06, the way the 06 set. But now we're dealing with the offset of the front wheel to the center line of the 1970 wheel opening. This distance is 4½ inches. So we're going to end up cutting this back 4½ inches and doing the same thing we did to the back, move this whole thing back 4½ inches to get the front wheel centered in the wheel opening. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I know it looks kind of hokey having a string and a nut, but it basically does the same as a plumb bob does. It's pretty much the same exact thing. So right now what we're going to do is take this wheel arch out, move it back, put the wheel in place, and take a look at it and make sure we've got it right in position before we start tack welding it in place. Once we've got both sides done like this, then we, of course, we'll do the other side and duplicate it. But that will give it a good look. This looks good. This wheel sit back. It looks. I like the look of that. It takes away a little bit from how long the tail is, or how long the tail looks. It makes it a little shorter, gives it more length in the middle. So we'll see how this works out and how that works. That'll be our next strip.
All right, thank you.